My boss, whom I had a crush on, suddenly gave me a fountain pen. Instantly, a row of comments flashed before my eyes. You still don't know that this fountain pen resonates with the male lead. So exciting. I heard that there's a lot of meat in the back. Is it true? Really? The male lead is like a cow plowing the land. This investment is worth it. I was stunned and touched the fountain pen. The next second, the boss sitting opposite groaned. No one likes their boss except me because he is really good to me. Since I graduated and joined the company, I have been working in the president's office. Gu King is usually cold and doesn't like to talk, but if there is a problem with the people below, he will directly train them into crying heads. But I always feel that he treats me differently. It is normal to be unfamiliar with some procedures when you first join the company. Other seniors in the president's office are also busy with their own things, and no one guides me. It's also my own stupidity that I actually made a big mistake. When I was called into the president's office, the seniors looked at me with farewell eyes. I was very scared and walked in nervously. As a result, Gu King looked calm. He just asked me if I was adapting to the company, whether I was used to it, and whether my colleagues were nice to me. He didn't mention the wrong thing at all. After coming out, all the seniors turned their heads to look at me, and I quickly lowered my head and pretended to cry. Although I am a newcomer in the workplace, I also understand that special treatment is bound to make people jealous. I have worked in Story Group for more than a year. My seniors were trained like dogs every day, but I could only pretend to be trained. In order to live up to Gu King, I worked more seriously and must not disappoint his expectations of me. Although I can't figure out what he means to me, I still want to do my best to make him look at me with new eyes. I know in my heart that he is a little special to me, but it's not too much. Maybe he just has a little bit of good feelings. I can't think too much as long as I can see him every day. With a high salary and doing an idle job, what else can I be dissatisfied with? The group won a big order, and the employees who handled it all had bonuses. The bonuses of the president's office were distributed by the president himself. I walked into the office with my colleagues. Gu King took out several thick red envelopes and said in a cold voice, "Yours." I have the lowest seniority in the company, so I was at the end of the queue. The seniors were holding red envelopes with joy on their faces, but I had nothing. Gu King had no emotion on his face. You have only been signed to the company for more than a year, and your seniority is not enough. I have prepared something else for you. The seniors poked their heads out. Gu King took out an ink blue box. Open it and take a look. What's in it? Can it make people happier than our MB? I opened the box in confusion, and a dark blue fountain pen lay quietly in the box with a small pink bow eyed on it. In an instant, a row of comments flashed before my eyes. This is giving away the lifeblood. My God, my sister doesn't know that this fountain pen resonates with a male protagonist. So exciting. I heard that it's all big meat in the back. Is it true? Really? The male protagonist is like a cow plowing the land. This investment is worth it. I was stunned in place for a moment. What resonate? What big meat? What plowing cow? Could it be that I have hallucinations because I stayed up late to watch TV series recently? Gu King's voice sounded again. Don't you like it? Woo! Our male. What if my wife doesn't like the gift I gave her? That's my life. May bow, nod your head quickly. Don't look at our male protagonist's expressionless face at this moment. In fact, his hands are almost pinched purple. I like it. As I said, I reached out with a tentative attitude. I just wanted to touch the pen, but I don't know why my heartbeat was getting faster and faster. Before Gu King finished speaking, I had already touched the pen body fiercely. He groaned suddenly, and his eyelids turned red instantly. This voice is too sexy and arouses reverie. The seniors stood by and were puzzled, but they didn't dare to speak. I suddenly laughed. Thank you, President. I like this pen very much. The male protagonist must be so happy when he is touched. I like to see him being played with by Maybelle. Help me, this is too exciting. Maybelle, give him a good beating. I am different. If my pen empathizes with the boss, I will break it with one foot. I saw Gu King tighten his jaw with a sharp eye. Is he trying his best to endure? Since you like it, keep it well and don't let me down. I nodded, of course. I will definitely satisfy the president, although I don't know where he found this empathetic pen. I already know that the world we live in is a broken one, so let these weird settings be. After leaving the office, Gushi King walked quickly towards the toilet. You can't hold back your breath, so you want to vent it? You can't stand after just a touch. The male protagonist has no self-control. I'm really worried about our Maybelle. Maybelle reached out. What is he going to do? My God, help me if Maybelle carries a fountain pen with her. Wouldn't the male protagonist be angry all the time? I didn't expect Gushi King to be such a sultry girl. He has been holding back for more than a year and only dared to give her a fountain pen secretly. I was merciful and let him have a good time. The initiative will be in my hands in the future. Taking the fountain pen out of the box, I untied the bow, touched it up and down, then opened the pen cap and tried to write on the paper. As I expected, this fountain pen is ink, and the words written are very dark. Ah, the male protagonist is going to die on the toilet. My God, Maybelle, don't be so good. Don't write. The male protagonist is sticking out his tongue. My God, the male protagonist is really bold. Isn't he afraid of dying? I imagined his appearance at this moment in my mind, and I suddenly felt a little hot. Suddenly, a hand behind me snatched the pen from my hand. The person who came was my most hated colleague, Kuyan. It's just an ordinary pen, not expensive. I don't know why the president would give you this. This pen is in sympathy with Gushi Kim. How can it be held in his hand? He must be so happy. Our protagonist is so smart. The pen is only bound to Maybelle. He doesn't even feel anything when he touches it. It's just that it's sore. The pen is always touched by others. The male protagonist finally came back to his senses and was coming out of the toilet. I don't know what expression he would have if he saw his life force being held in the hand of others. Maybelle was so anxious that she almost cried. I feel so sad. Give it back to me. After knowing those things from the barrage, I felt relieved, but I was still angry. I wanted to take the pen from Kuryan, but I was afraid that he would not let go. What if Gushi King was hurt? TSK is such a treasure. Kuryan carefully examined the pen from top to bottom. There's nothing in it boring. But Keanu, do you like the president? He spoke loudly, and my colleagues all looked over. My face flushed uncontrollably. You're talking nonsense. Gushi King's cold voice came from behind. What are you talking about? Ah, sister, you're so bad. You just made me stick out my tongue. And now you say you don't like the male lead. The male lead seems to be broken. His hands are shaking. My God, he is a petty person. Sister, just wait. Be careful. He out of focus in the future. Hey, actually, I'm quite looking forward to it. I turned around and saw that Gushi King's face was so dark that water almost dripped out. It's over. This is the first thought in my mind. President, I just took his pen to see, and he treated me badly. I was about to open my mouth to defend myself, but Gushi King sneered. But Gushi King sneered? That's someone else's stuff. You can take it away if you want. Have you asked him? Karyun, you are also an old man in the president's office. Why are you doing things more and more disorganized now? Give it back to him. Don't let me say it a second time. Colleagues all leaned out to watch the fun. Since Gushi King is backing me up, I'm not afraid of anything. Sister Karyun, please wipe it clean and put it in the box. This is a prize from the president. I treasure it very much. President, look at him. You are too protective of him. He is now arrogant and arrogant. Gushi King's face sank again. Didn't you hear what I just said? Kuyan instantly wilted, lowered his head to find a tissue to wipe the pen, and then put it in the box. I looked at Gushi King. President, don't worry. I will keep your pen well, carry it with me, and don't let anyone touch it. He looked at me deeply, said nothing, and turned back to the office. I don't know why, but I think he got even angrier. Maybelle, you're too polite. Our hero is so wronged. Maybelle doesn't know what the hero feels for her. She's just trying to please her boss. When will the plot fast forward? I don't want to see King Shui anymore at night. I took the box and looked at the pen inside. I was afraid that something might happen to Gushi King, so I didn't dare to touch it. The hero is taking a shower. He has a great body. His abdominal muscles, chest muscles, and deltoid muscles. It's just that part is blurred. You can't see it clearly, but you can imagine it roughly. Who dares to question the hero's ability to sniff? He washes so carefully. He dares to wash, but I don't dare to watch. So he's taking a shower. I decisively raised my hand and picked up the pen and held it. The next second, the barrage screamed, "Ah, that's so sudden." The hero's legs went weak and he almost fell down. Fortunately, he held onto the wall. "Oh my God, Mei Bao, what are you doing? Give me more." The hero's face is so real. It feels like he is in ecstasy. Mei Bao, you are playing at the right time. After thinking about it, I took off the pen cap, and sure enough, a drop of ink dripped down. It leaked. Oh my God, so the hero is not washing. It turns out he is in luck in coffee. I said why it is so strange, mainly because his expression is very cold. We can't see it. I am looking forward to whether he will have the same expression when he und Mei Bao grudge D. The quality of this pen does not seem to be very good. As I said, I picked up the tissue and wiped the ink dripping from the tip of the pen, and then held the pen again. Is Mei Bao going to start again? I think he seems to be writing. Oh my God, can the hero bear it? Don't force him to spit out ink and stick out his tongue. Please wait a moment. Mei Bao, please let him take it easy. This article is so cool. Can the author write a new book? I will definitely collect it. Suddenly, the cell phone rang, and Gushi King's voice was full of forbearance. What are you doing? What can I do, baby? You are asking, even though you know the answer. Just look at your phone, he said coldly. There is a document that needs your processing. Put down what you are doing and work overtime. Work overtime. I really laughed. The hand holding the pen exerted a little force. He can't stand it. Mei Bao even came up with the idea of working overtime. He is really out of ink, baby. Is this still the male protagonist of the broken article I am familiar with? Mainly because he was forced to spit out a lot of ink in the company today. Are you still using the pen now? Yes. There was silence over there for a while. Don't use it for now. The ink sac of that pen automatically generates a little ink every day. Using too much is not good for your body and the pen. You should use it slowly and cherish it. Why do I feel like he's not talking about a pen? It's a pen, babies. What are you talking about? I don't understand. Big yellow girl has come to read the post, and you still don't understand? Mei Bao blushed. Why, in fact, I always feel like something is weird. Mei Bao seems to know it. Boss, I understand. I will be careful with the pen, but I don't want to work overtime, okay? Maybe knowing what he's thinking about me, I can't help but act like a spoiled child. Gu Shiking's voice over there was very soft. Okay, then come to my office tomorrow. Yeah, I get it, boss. Mei Bao is so happy that she doesn't have to work overtime. So cute, so cute. I want to kiss her to death. I can't stand this sweetness. Of course, the male lead is angry again. Our male lead is no self-control. He will be hooked to death by Mei Bao in the future. So looking forward to it. Fast forward this dead plot. As expected of the male lead in the post, he's starting to be willful again. Mei Bao, please touch the pen again. Please touch the pen again. But after thinking about it, I decided not to. So I wrapped the pen with a tissue and put it in the box. And then I didn't care about it anymore. The next day at work, I took the documents that Gushi King asked me to deal with last night and went to the president's office. The door was closed tightly. I remembered that the last person to go in was Qi Yun, who delivered coffee. Suddenly, a woman's exclamation rang out. Something is wrong. I knocked on the door perfunctorily. President, I'm coming in. Before I finished speaking, I had already pushed the door open. Inside the room, Hiyuix kicked in front of his legs and didn't know what he was doing. His posture was ambiguous. I don't want to be crooked. The male and female supporting roles have spilled coffee on our male protagonist's legs. I don't know if Juju was scalded. Mei Bao won't misunderstand if she sees it. Mei Bao punish him severely. Gushi King was so angry that his face flushed. Get out! Kaiyan looked at me triumphantly. Qianye, you are really so unruly. You pushed the door without the president letting you in. You must be careful in the future. Go out. The president and I have things to do. I said I wanted you to get out. Gushi King's voice was frighteningly cold. He usually didn't teach his subordinates so scary. Qian was stunned, but the president. Get out. Gushi King didn't even look at him. Seeing this, Qian stood up and glared at me, then walked out of the office. What are you doing here? I put the document on the table. This is the document you asked me to work overtime on last night. I have processed it. Please take a look. My eyes moved to him, and I tentatively said, Otherwise, President, you should change your clothes first. Gushi King's expression finally relaxed. He knew that I didn't misunderstand. Well, you go out first. The document is here. I will take a look later. Okay, I turned around and prepared to leave. Gushi King stood up, glanced at the coffee stains on his body, and then walked into the lounge. Fortunately, our mate Bao didn't misunderstand, otherwise it would be so embarrassing. Didn't you slap the male protagonist? Why don't you explain a man who only dares to have a secret crush on someone secretly? When can they cook? Hasn't the window paper been poked yet? You're making me so anxious. When I walked to the door, I suddenly stopped, took out the pen on my chest pocket, held it, turned back to my desk, and back to write. Gushi King suddenly came out of the lounge. His eyes were obviously red, and there was a hint of moisture. Qianyu, what are you going to do? I turned my head and saw that he had taken off his shirt, revealing his strong and solid muscles. He really has broad shoulders and a narrow waist and a great figure. The most important thing is not those, but the big bag he has underneath, and the size. My eyes may have been warm, burning his whole body instantly. Damn, it feels like Mei Bao's nose is about to bleed. The male protagonist is nervous. Oh my God, is it time to cook? Mei Bao, you're still holding the pen. Do something quickly. President, I just remembered that there is a place on the document that needs my signature, and I was planning to sign it. Gushi King took a small step forward. Don't use that pen. Go find the signature pen on my desk. Okay, President. I nodded obediently, but I still didn't take my eyes off him. Gushi King closed his eyes in shame. Sorry to let you see this, but I'm really not a pervert. I thought you had something to do when you turned back. What a stuffy baby. In the mood for fun, my eyes stopped on the tin again. The president was scalded and again. The president was scalded by coffee. He'd expand in cold contracts for you to become like this. I'm going to become like this. I'm going to say, Mei Bao, you are so bad. Are you teasing me? Are you teasing me? Are you to cook for me right now? Doesn't anyone know it's so good? I order you cook for me right now. Doesn't anyone notice that the tension's been bigger again? And don't anyone notice that the tension, I hadn't go she came but you, president from Inshoten to ask you have act. I just want you to cherish the pen, really, I asked. Gushi King was very nervous as Adam's apple kept rolling up and down. I really just want you to take good care of your prize. How did the male protagonist resist kissing her when he was so close? Mei Bao, if you take another step forward, you will reach the tent. Mei Bao turned out to be bad. I like it so much. Go on. Go on, hate me hard. Suddenly, the office door was opened again and Qian's voice sounded. I'm here to bring you clothes. What are you doing? What's with his tone of formally catching in a Get out. Gushi King didn't look at him well. I can go out, but you asked him to go with me. He actually dared to make a request. Gushi King frowned. Go by yourself. We still have something to talk about. Qian agreed. What can it be, President? Don't make me say it a second time. Get out. Okay. Qian reluctantly closed the door and left. As the door was closed, Gushi King dragged me into the lounge and the lock was tightened. I leaned my back against the door, and in front of me was him, shirtless and hot with nowhere to escape. He wrapped my hand around my pen, his voice was hoarse, and he whispered in my ear, Do you like the pen I gave you? I turned my head to avoid his kiss. President, your pen and I are sympathetic. Gushi King suddenly confessed everything. I turned around and looked at him abruptly. What? He straightened his waist and pushed me. This pen and I have a resonance. When you touch the pen, I will react. The male protagonist confessed now. This is my second time watching the show. I just felt something was wrong. Why is the plot so fast? It is different from what I saw before, so the pen is exposed like this. Will Mei Bao think he is a pervert? Is there going to be force love later? It's getting more and more interesting. Seeing my surprised expression, Gushi King was very satisfied and whispered in my ear, "Help me? It's really expanding. I'm contracting due to heat and cold. I'm so angry that I can't get down. My male protagonist, something is wrong with you. The wheel is pressing on my face. Oh my God, I'm going to have a nosebleed. Oh my God, please sit down. I'm so anxious. I feel a little hot too. Resident, this is sexual harassment. I can call the police to arrest you. Gucci King was fearless. You can call the police. I don't mind and I won't resist. But, Xiao Yu, do you really not like it, baby? I took the initiative to extend my hand. I like it. I like it very much. When I walked out of the office again, the eyes of my colleagues outside had changed when they looked at me. I went to the tea room and Kuo-yin followed me. What's going on between you and the president? He usually doesn't even look at you. Why are you suddenly so close to him? I clicked on the water dispenser. It's none of your business. Kuo-yin must be very angry, and his words were squeezed out from between his teeth. You are just a little bit pretty, what a thing. He doesn't like you at all. He just plays with little girls like you. If you want to get promoted, it will never be possible in your next life. Nervous, I picked up the teacup and took a sip of water, too lazy to argue with him. After a while, the barrage started to shout again. Oh my God, what kind of people are making up dirty rumors about others? I didn't have much towards the female supporting role, but how could he do this? Mei Bao is so pitiful she didn't do anything, but she was accused of such a big hat. Kuo-yin die. Anyone who dares to make up dirty rumors about others die. I took the elevator after get off work, and when it stopped halfway, a man walked in. Guan Wenjun, the head of the Human Resources Department, is over 40 years old, fattened, big-eared, with a bare belly, and likes to look at people with ambiguous and greasy eyes. I shrank back into the corner without making a sound. If it were normal, there would be many people in the elevator, but today, for some reason, there were only me and him. Mei Bao, be careful. He is not a good person. Is this the power of the plot? There is no one in the elevator during the rush hour. Hey, get your knees ready. If he dares to make a move, kick him to death. Get down, stinky man. Stay away from our sweet and soft Mei Bao. Guan Wenjun knows me. I met him when I first joined the company. He sent me many hints, but I ignored them all. It's time to get off work. Are you busy today? He took the initiative to greet me. I smiled stiffly twice. Not too busy. Really? Are you being lazy and not serving the president well? These words were very unpleasant to hear. As he spoke, he slowly moved closer to me. I frowned and shrank into the corner, not wanting to pay attention to him. The numbers on the elevator screen in the upper right corner kept jumping. Seeing him getting closer and closer to me, my heart beat faster and faster. Guan Wenjun stretched out his hand. "Qianyu, you are so beautiful and have a great figure. Why don't you have a boyfriend? Don't you know the joy of being a woman? Give me a chance. I will definitely let you enjoy it." His hands were about to put on my hips. I gritted my teeth and raised one. At this moment, a ding-dong sounded, and the elevator door opened and stopped on the first floor. Gushi King appeared there. Guan Wenjun, the hypocrite, reacted quickly and stood up, without any flaws. "Hello, President." Gushi King stared into his eyes and said solemnly, "Yeah." He walked into the elevator. "You get out." I suddenly remembered that I had something to tell him, and Guan Wenjun nodded and bowed and left. The Gushi King stood next to me. "What's wrong? You look bad." The male protagonist helped our Mei Bao vent your anger. If it wasn't for the right time, our Mei Bao would have been harassed by the dirty hands. "Mei Bao, please say something." Mei Bao has already helped him with her hands. What is there to be shy about? Mei Bao is so pitiful. Her eyes are red. I didn't say anything and shrank to the side silently. It's not because of other anger, but the whole afternoon I was entangled, doubting what kind of relationship we have now. In the lounge, I helped him spit out ink, and then he lay on the bed to savor it, and I went to wash my hands, but he didn't say anything. An afternoon, a whole afternoon, something like that happened, and he didn't move at all. I'm still waiting for him to say he likes me. What's wrong? You look very unhappy. Gushi King said cautiously, did I do something wrong? Don't be angry. I have booked a restaurant. Let's go to the movies after dinner. Stupid Xiao Yu. Gushi King panicked, not knowing how to coax him, and hugged my waist and wanted to kiss me. What a big fool. I suddenly took out a fountain pen and held it in my hand. His tall body softened, and he stretched out his hand to support the elevator wall, groaning. He said, baby, let's talk it over nicely. I'm not made of iron if you're like this. I stared at him and exerted a little force with my hands. He bent his waist even harder and trembled his voice. Please, this is outside. We may Bao is naughty. I like it so much. The male protagonist is also very good, and he starts begging. Oh my God, this book is so exciting. We arrived, and the elevator stopped at the underground first floor. When the door opened, many people stood outside. Seeing Gushi King's flushed face and hunched back, they all stepped back subconsciously. See, oh, are you okay? Oh my God, do you want to send him to the hospital? Don't you have a fever? Yes, I have a fever. A high fever. I held his arm and let him lean on me. It's okay, the CO has a Sumachique. I'll take him to the car to get some medicine. Don't worry, it's okay. The group of people then moved aside, but still stared at us. Gushi King coughed. It's okay. Don't worry. They then turned around and walked into the elevator, muttering. As soon as the door closed, I immediately let go of Gushi King. He covered his lower abdomen with one hand, bent his body slightly, and followed me. Baby, what did I do wrong? Can you tell me? To be on the safe side, I just held the pen at this time and didn't move. When we got to the car, I asked him to open the back door and then sat in it myself. He followed and squeezed in, and when he was about to sit down, I started to hold my hand tightly. No sitting. He groaned again and looked at me in surprise. Ugh, I didn't have any sympathy and took out a pen to threaten him. Our Maybao is so good. The male protagonist's eyes widened in shock. Did you see it? I didn't expect Maybao to be a white cut black. I like it so much. Hurry up and continue. Don't keep me waiting, okay? Maybao, it's really dangerous for you to do this. Don't you know the strength of our male protagonist? It will make you want to vomit. Although Gushi King was shocked, there was still a lot of excitement in his eyes. He didn't say a word and knelt silently on the seat. Because of his height, he could only bend over and kneel, looking no different from a puppy. I pinched the tip of the pen and he trembled slightly and frowned. Don't. I raised my hand and slapped him. I asked, tell me, what is your relationship with Ke Yin? Gushi King slowly turned his face that was hit by me. It doesn't matter. He is just an ordinary employee. After that, he rubbed my hand with his face. Believe me, really. I slapped him again. Why did you give me the pen? Do you want to or ask me? You are so repressed. Do your parents know? Do they know you have this fetish? Well, speak up. Things started to go in a strange direction. Our sweet and self-made Bao looks so handsome like this. The male lead has been trained like a dog. Oh my God. Gushi King's face turned red. I'm sorry, my bad. I didn't mean to harass you, Bailey. I gave you that because I like you, I sneered. You want to give away your life just because you like me. Who is like you? Gushi King, are you excited? Are you too excited? I will break your life. Gushi King gasped again and again. I'm sorry, baby. My fault. It's all my fault. Give me a quick death. I really can't stand it. I don't like Kui. He won't show up in the company anymore. I will fire him. Baby, please let me go, okay? That's good enough. I was satisfied and went forward to kiss his face. Good boy. The next second, the ink from the fountain pen leaked all over his hands. Gushi King was so embarrassed that he didn't know where to put his hands and feet. I was too excited that I did it so fast. Baby, don't doubt my ability. I looked at the trunk. I remember there are clean clothes there. You can change into them. He nodded. Yeah. The back seat was spacious. I sat next to him and admired the way he changed clothes. Gushi King was as nervous as a child and put on the wrong clothes several times. I coughed lightly to attract his attention. What do you think our relationship is now? Gushi King looked up at me with visible confusion in his eyes. I stared at him and approached him. Hurry up and say it. Don't let me do it. He shrank back. Mr. Gu, who was usually vigorous and resolute in meetings, spoke like a mosquito. I am your puppy. Wait, this is not what I want to hear, but what he said is not wrong. Gao is so good at fishing. God, where is the cold male protagonist at such a big age? This book is getting weirder and weirder. Maybao turned out to be a white cut black. I like it. The next day, when I went to the company, my colleagues looked at me more and more strangely. I didn't take it seriously until one when Jen's wife showed up. She stood in front of my workstation and yelled, saying that I seduced her husband and destroyed her family. Her husband spent a lot of money on me, and a bunch of messy hats were put on my head. Colleagues all hid far away, watching the fun and talking to each other. It can be seen that they seem to have known about this for a long time. I met Korean's eyes, and he raised the corners of his lips proudly with a victorious attitude. Oh, you talking to Minister Guan yesterday? You are still young, and we can understand that you made such a mistake. Just correct it and turn around. Don't resist. I am so angry. This Kayan, where did the male protagonist go? Why didn't you come out with such a big fuss? Hurry up and support our Maybao. Shut up. I crossed my arms and let the Kai don't know who spread the rumors. It's you. Kaiyun, you failed to seduce the presidents. You come to make rumors about me. Just tell me, are you sick? I usually have a good temper in the company, and suddenly I got angry. Everyone was stunned. Even Guan Wenzhen's wife, who had been cursing, was stunned. Gu Shiqing appeared at this time frowning. What's going on? Guan Wenzhen's wife took the initiative and pointed at me to complain. Bosku, this little secretary seduced my husband. He destroyed my family. Qian followed up President. Don't be fooled by Qian Yu's face. He looks so pure. I don't know how much he plays in private. You are right, Gu Shiqing, and I did play a lot, but it has nothing to do with him. Shut up. You are the one who talks the most. I can't stand it. I smashed the glass next to me. Xianyu, this is in the company, not your home. The president is still here. You dare to smash things. President, look at him. Gu Shiking's expression did not change. He took out his mobile phone and raised his hand to send a video. Go to the company group and see who is messing with whom in the stairwell. On the screen, he and Wenjang were making hatred. In the stairwell, and the faces of the two were clearly displayed. The whole building was quiet. Lan Wenjun's wife saw the video on another colleague's phone, and she was so angry that she grabbed Qian's hair and jumped up and down. Gu Shiqing looked at the special assistant. Call the police. The special assistant nodded. Yes. Kayan, Wan Wenjun and his wife were all taken away, and the floor finally quieted down. Colleagues stared at me and Gu Shiqing curiously. They were usually cautious, but they couldn't resist their curiosity. After all, Qianyu, what is your relationship with the president? I raised my eyebrows and glanced at Gu Shiqing. Can you tell? Are you shy? Gu Shiqing's eyes trembled, moved his lips, his ears turned red, and then turned his head to look away. You can do whatever you want. I smiled and looked at my colleague. He is my... How can the male protagonist live in the future? Once his attributes are exposed, I don't think he can still be a cold president. Just pack up and live in the doghouse. Maybao is so good at playing. It makes me feel itchy. The scary thing is that the male protagonist actually agreed. Don't you think this is more shocking, boyfriend? As soon as the last three words came out, Gu Shiqing turned his head quickly to look at me. My colleagues were surprised for a moment, and then they all started to give their blessings. Gu Shiqing knelt beside the bed with a collar on. I stretched out my hand and he looked me directly. Baby, I love you so much. Baby, I got a permanent job, right? Baby, why didn't you play with me today? I slept him. Don't be proud of me. I just give you face outside, but you are still my dog at home. Gu Shiqing nodded. Okay, baby, I am your dog. Finally, it's the highlight. It's so cool. I'm going to bleed from my nose. Why did I open this book on the first day of my period? Sister, you are going to Weeby Arctic. Baby, are you calm down? State night, please. I will serve you well. Maybao, just agree to him. The male protagonist is completely fallen, and he can't leave male protagonist has completely fallen, and he can't leave Maybao anymore. It's so cool to do this, to keep going. I have a membership if you going. If you try to skirt my rules while sitting, I have a membership. If you try my rules while sitting, it stays. I will have you will be in green list. Eat masker, the Kushik thing suddenly said, and they face mass face the male. They are all clamoring that they haven't seen enough. Let's not sleep tonight and perform well. Hell, I should have restrained myself earlier. The full text is over. Thank you for watching.